I love my Minidisc. Yeah, I know it's lossy compression, but at the same time, I do like the sound they make. I also like the process of transferring from CD to Minidisc, which includes making a mixtape, sort of, on magneto-optical disc. The size of the disc is a lot smaller than a regular floppy disk, and they were available since 1992. Around the same time period, I also own a Pioneer CD recorder, but the CD recorder cost around 10,000 Canadian at the time, and the blank media cost around $20, making Minidisc a very good alternative. Standalone recorders can be bought for about $1,000, with a blank media costing about $6 or $7 only. During that time, the only media that you can put the title tracks was Minidisc. CD text was not even had the capability to do CD text yet. That comes way later. And here it is, the Sony MZ-R2, my very first Minidisc recorder and portable player, at the time costing me around 400 Canadian. And yes, I still use it from time to time as one of my portable players. And yes, I still use my Minidisc player pretty much daily. And surprisingly, I actually have 5 of these portable players. And that's on top of the 4 home players and recorders, such as the Sony I have here. I have 2 of them. And the Tascam unit, I have 2 of these as well. I just purchased this MD-CD1 mk3 from Japan less than a week ago. And I'm opening it up. Wow, this is really nicely packed. See, this is why I like to buy used item from Japan. They actually take care of the packaging. It's like better than brand new. Here's the remote control. The manual is in here. I'm just gonna print it out. Just have a look at the packaging. This is impeccable. I'm impressed. And wow, it does look brand new as advertised. This is perfect. Especially considering that this Tascam MD-CD1 has been used for the last 10 years. Here it is, the back of the MD player. There's an input. That's for the Minidisc, obviously. And there are outputs for Minidisc or CD or both. And just like any Pro machines, it comes with RS-232 connector. And now, here's the machine in action. With the top off.
Let's void my warranty!
It uses EIDE drive for the CD playback, and the Minidisc drive seems to be a Sanyo drive, not a Sony drive as I expected it to be. And the best part of this format, I can title the songs. This is before CD text, obviously. And when I make a mistake, just like you see above there, all I have to do is go back until it's gone, yep, and then retype and make the correction. And for players just like this, there's a keyboard input, so I can just use my PS2 keyboard and just type away. It is that convenient, it is that easy. The other fun part about Minidisc is the various kinds of look of the Minidisc itself. For this example, I use the TDK XA Pro Minidisc. And I also have about 100 different kinds of discs as well. Of course, just like a blank CD or blank DVD media, they all sound the same. The variants are merely nice to look at, but hey, I like to look at nice things. It is quite unfortunate that these discs have gone up in price like insane. That TDK XA Pro with metal body now costing about 150 Canadians each. That is just stupid money. So that's my take on Minidisc and my unboxing of Tascam MD-CD1 mk3. After making a couple of discs, well, now I just want to enjoy the recording while walking my dog. So, thank you very much for watching. Click like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget the bell notification button so the next time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thank you very much again. Bye-bye.